Hey everyone, so I went ahead and I went looking for some vegan shoes, and I went on Amazon, and they're kind of hard to find in your local shoe stores, brick and mortars. In general, they kind of look at you a little weird when you ask anything. So I went online and saw some pretty good reviews with Olukai, I think it's called. I would say K, but these are kind of Hawaiian, and they've got this little fish hook thing, which reminded me of Maui off of Maona. So you open it up, and there's usually paper and stuff, but I wanted to give a better presentation idea. They come kind of like this. They also come with this little thing, so if you're a sneakerhead, you've already got a hook with the little symbol. Very cool. You've already got a hook set up so you could go and hang them in your little prize area. Pulling this out, it tells you what size they are, and it's recyclable, as everybody knows who's been watching any of my websites or in my cast. That's always big points with me, so I always like some conscientious reminders. Now, for the inner sole is pretty thick, and in fact it's got kind of a torsion support sort of dealie going on. I found that the inner sole is, well, first things first, on construction, I didn't see any of those little threads coming loose or like that. And these are vegan shoes, so they're completely synthetic. And then the inner is orange. I've taken these for a spin, but there's orange here. In sunlight, this comes out a lot brighter than it does inside with man-made light. But it looks good, looks sharp. They've got probably about 10 to 12 different colors, I think, you can choose from. I almost went with a green, but decided on orange. And this will go with almost anything that you don't need dress shoes for. Also, they advertise that you can run with it like this, so it's more of a slip-on kind of deal. Which, sure, whatever. Okay, now let's talk about fit. I went in and took them out, done a couple spins, and I like them. What I like about them is that the mesh is very breathable. When I'm in the car and I've got the AC blowing down below, I can actually feel it diffusing through the top mesh. And when I'm out walking around, it doesn't feel sweaty. And I haven't worn these with socks. I've only worn them barefoot, and I very much like it. They're flexible. And the grip this isn't a tennis shoe grip, so this is more of just a standard rubber grip of a mid-level shoe, I would say. You're not going to get any running traction out of this guy. Now, what I have noticed on size is they tend to run large, just like all the comments in Amazon. And I ordered mine as 11.5, and I wear 12s in Crocs. And on one foot, which is the normal size, and the other foot that's not, on the size that's a little bit smaller, I think I'm going to go ahead and get an insert here, one of those things for dress shoes or whatever, just to fill it in a little bit more. Now, what I do like about them is I have wide feet, and these fit really nice for wide feet. I didn't have any real problems with them. My toes spread out nicely. It comes all along here. And again, like I said, if you're a 12, go for 11.5. If you're not sure, go for 11.5. Oh no, I like them. I do. I think I was thinking about sending them back, but because I was going to go for one size smaller. But I think I'm going to try and keep them. And if I order them again, I might try one size smaller just to see. They're not exactly the cheapest shoes. These are like 80, 85, depending on the time of year. But they feel like good quality shoes. It feels like a shoe that you would spend, a decent amount of money on. And they're pretty comfy. Now, I've gone ahead and I put inserts in from another shoe just to see how that feels. And you still have plenty of room. The inserts pushed up my foot and filled out the majority of it. But it didn't feel super cramped. Without the insert, it's a little bit of a looser shoe, but this is kind of a looser theme, if you will. I like them. I do. So there you go. And these are Olukai. I think that's the correct pronunciation. I do like how they match the inner color with the outer, even though no one else is going to see this. I thought that was a really nice touch. And as vegan shoes go, or as shoes go, much less vegan, they seem to be pretty nice. If anything changes, if they fall apart or it gets, shrinks or something like that, or gets too large, I'll do a follow-up video. But so far, I would say that these little bad boys are a buy. So there you go. I picked them up on Amazon.